Back on IceTime.TV with Devils head coach Andrew Lord. And Andrew, a little bit of a mixed bag weekend. A very strong performance in Belfast last night. Great puck possession, coming back from 2-0 down. But tonight maybe a little bit flat in the building and a very defensively sound Nottingham Panthers team.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give them a ton of credit. They played, they came in with a game plan. They stuck right to it. They had buy-in from all their guys. You know, they were obviously a little short-manned, but they played hard. They played really hard defensively. And, you know, I think our starts really came back to bite us tonight. We've had a couple, you know, even in Belfast, it wasn't the best period. Even in Sheffield, it wasn't the best period. We badly needed and wanted that first goal because we knew they were going to come out and trap, you know, that 1-1-3 or 1-4, or whatever you want to call it, when they're a short man like that, and they're very effective at it. And giving up that first, you know, with a bad pinch, and then they come down an odd man rush, and they're very opportunistic, which they did in the third period as well. It's frustrating because you feel like you're, you know, in control of the game. You feel like you're working hard. You're getting in there. We had plenty of ozone time again, but it's just a few little things that you know, that cost us. And all in all, yeah, definitely not our best performance. If you go through the lineup, there was some guys not at their best. We've seen them playing a lot better hockey, even last night for that matter. We saw guys play a lot better last night than tonight. So yeah, we'll address it. We'll have a good week. We'll come back stronger next Saturday.
Was there any emotional hangover from last night? 'Cause it was such a big win in Belfast, going 2-0 down, coming back to win. It seemed like there was a little bit of energy missing tonight. You obviously moved Patrick Bordelow up the lineup. Still early in the season. Is it hard at this stage of the season to put two 100% efforts in against two very talented teams?
I mean, well, I think there may have been a little hangover. The guys didn't quite have the same jump. And let's face it, we play a very up-tempo, in-your-face style that requires a lot of skating. It takes a lot more energy than to play, you know, more of a defensive style like that where you sit back and you try to counter. So, you know, to play that 2 nights in a row can be tough, especially against a team, like we said, who right now I think is the best, like strongest defensive team in the league, I would say. They all have buy-in, they block shots, their stick detail, they box out, and both their goaltenders are phenomenal right now. So, you know, it's just, again, to make plays and to make those plays against a very good team, you need that little bit extra. And for whatever reason, we didn't quite have that tonight.
Can I ask you a little bit about Guy Doucette? Because he does seem like he's fighting the puck a little bit on his scoring chances, but his work rate off the puck seems very good. He's going in the dirty areas. He's taking whacks and slashes in front of the net. So he's playing for the team, but it's going to be a big one for him to get a couple of goals on the board, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and he's the type of guy that, you know, on a night like tonight could really break a game open, and he normally does. And we've seen him go through his little spells in the past, and he's in one right now. But I have to, you know, hats off to him. He came back in much better shape this season. He's a much more well-rounded player right now. He's playing a 200-foot hockey game. He's contributing in a lot of ways. He's had consecutively here quite a few good games in a row, and he's just snake bitten. He's getting his chances, and you know they'll go in, or they're going to go in, and when they do, it'll come in bunches.
Now, behind the bench tonight, you were very vocal. You were taking a lot of notes, very intense. It's obviously a coaching challenge for you that you enjoy going up against Coach Nielsen. They've kept the Devils to the outside for 2 games now, and only 1 goals in 2 games for the Devils against the Panthers. A challenge you're going to enjoy for the rest of this season.
Yeah, it is fun. They're 2 great coaches over there. They have obviously a very you know, they have a lot of depth over there as well. All their guys can play in all situations. Yeah, and you know, we looked at a few different things tonight to break their defensive structure, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I felt like we got a little bit away from the game plan at times. At the same time, I still think we did have some chances. We really did in that second, and even in the third, we started great, and unfortunately, they got those 2 quick ones that really kind of took the wind out of our sails.
Obviously, we played Coach's Corner a little bit up on the gantry, and you know better than us, but we wanted tonight that we've seen such good ice hockey at Ice Arena Wales, that the bigger spaces as well to play into. But any call to go more chip and chase tonight and turn the game ugly?
Oh yeah, we talked about it. I think I'm done talking about it, how much we talked about it, but. Yeah, we would have liked a little bit more of that. We would have liked to get in on the cycle a little bit more and then get to that net a lot more. But unfortunately, you know, it's a bit of that lack of jump, maybe a little lack of not sticking to the game plan, and then I think also just playing a very good defensively structured team.
But first weekend in October, the weather starts to turn. It really feels like hockey season. You've got to be happy with what the Cardiff Devils have done so far.
Oh yeah, if we look at the last, we've been on a great little run here. We've beaten some very good teams on the road, and yeah, I'm very happy overall. When you take a step back from tonight, when you take a breath, I'm very happy where we are. That being said, we all really hate losing here, so it does sting, but I know we'll respond very strongly next Saturday.
We thank Andrew for his time as ever. We will catch up with you during the week, no doubt, and you can catch those interviews here on IceTime.TV.